Welcome to Wordly Wise. This is a new program that the district has adopted to help us build our vocabulary, which will help us be better readers and better writers. Today, we're going to focus on 8 of 15 words that we will focus on for the next 10 days. I'd like you to follow along with me while I read these 8 words aloud to you, and I want you to consider either 1, it's a word you have never ever seen before. Is it a 2, a word you've seen but are not sure what it means? Or is it a 3, a word you know the meaning of and can use in a sentence? So while I'm reading them, just kind of on your fingers think, is this a 1, a 2, or a 3? The first word is avid. Avid. Number 2, brusque. Brusque. Number 3, concise. Concise. 4, demean. Demean. 5, despicable. Despicable. 6, emulate. Emulate. 7, evoke. Evoke. 8, excruciating. Excruciating. Again, I'm going to pause for a minute and let you consider each word and whether it's a 1, a 2, or a 3. Okay, now that I've given you some time to consider these 8 words, I would like you to open your book to page 1. In the book that your teacher gave you, let's move on to page 1. You will have a word list that looks like the one on the screen. There are 15 words combined on page 1, page 2, and page 3. Today we're just going to focus on these 8 words. So they start on page 1 and carry over to page 2. If you will follow along with me, I'm going to read the word aloud to you, describe the part of speech, give you the definitions, and as it is used in a sentence. Sometimes we will add a suffix to the end of a word, which could change the part of the speech and its intended meaning. So let's start with number 1. Everyone find it in your book? Put your finger on the word avid. Avid. Avid is an adjective. If you remember, an adjective is a word that describes a noun. The definition for avid is having a strong desire for to the point of greed. Avid for the attention of the babysitter, the children shouted and tumbled about on the floor. Avid. Another definition could be eager or enthusiastic. Marcia is an avid skier who spends each weekend on the slopes. If you look right here, avid is the adjective that is describing the skier. So this is an adjective. Avid, to be eager or to be enthusiastic. All right, let's move down to number 2. The next word is brusque. If you look at the spelling, it is not how we would probably spell it. The way they've given you the pronunciation spelling seems to make a little bit more sense. So make sure when you go to spell it, you spell it correctly. This is also an adjective. An adjective is a word that describes a noun. Abrupt in manner of speech, gruff. The lawyer's brusque questioning intimidated the witness. Brusque. He was abrupt or gruff in his speech. Brusqueness. When you add the suffix ness, it changes it from an adjective to a noun, which is a thing. The quality or state of being brusque. For example, with a brusqueness unlike her, Melanie ended the phone conversation. So in the first one, brusque is describing the questioning to be abrupt in manner. And in this one, adding the ness is changing it to a thing, and it is something Melanie has become with a brusqueness unlike her. Brusque. To be abrupt in manner or speech, gruff. Concise. Number 3, concise. An adjective, short and to the point. Speed kills is a concise way of warning drivers of the danger of going too fast. Concise is describing the way in which somebody is shortening their meaning. Concise, to the point. Number 4, demean. To demean is a verb. A verb is an action word. To cause a lowering of self-esteem. To lower in reputation or character. Don't demean yourself by denying what everyone knows to be true. Demeaning, by adding the suffix ing, we're now taking it from a verb to an adjective. Now it will become a describing word, which could mean degrading. June felt that being scolded in front of her friends was demeaning. It's how it made her feel. This is an adjective describing her. So we can have a verb, an action word, what you do, or it can become an adjective by changing the suffix. So to demean is to cause one of lowering self esteem or their reputation or their character. Next word, despicable. Despicable is an adjective, a describing word, deserving contempt or scorn. Stealing from the class treasury was a despicable thing to do. This is describing what they have done. Despicable. Next word, emulate. Emulate is a verb, to try to equal, to imitate. Emulate. Musicians around the world have tried to emulate Louis Armstrong's soulful trumpet playing. Emulate. To imitate, to copy, to be of equal. The next word is evoke. Evoke is also a verb. It is an action word. It means to call forth or to produce something. After the oil spill, the governor's appeal for cleanup volunteers evoked a huge response from people in the state. Evoked. The next definition is to bring to mind, often by suggestion. The tinkling notes from the music box evoked for me the carefree joys of childhood. So evoked, brought to memory, reminded. Sometimes when you change the suffix, you go from a verb to an adjective. So evoked is something you do. Evocative is a describing word. Evocative, an adjective, creating something again, especially through the imagination. The costumes and music of the film were evocative of Paris in the 1920s. So to evoke is to bring to memory or to call forth or to produce something. Evocative is describing the creating of something again, especially through the imagination. And our last word for these first 8 is excruciating, which is an adjective, very painful. The ointment soothed the excruciating burn on Ronald's arm. Excruciating, an adjective, a describing word. For the remainder of these minutes before our 10 minutes is up, I'd like you to take your pencil in your book and try to put a symbol or an image or something that will help you remember what each of these 8 words means. Take the next 2 minutes to complete that, and tomorrow we will finish the list.